to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red Episode 2. My name is Tom, and let's get on with it. I have jumped in here at the end of a battle, having defeated Bug Catcher Rick. And the reason I have jumped in at this point is simple. I have jumped into this battle because Bug Catcher Rick has allowed Caterpie to level up to level 7. Now I know I've got 72 Pokédollars, but what happens at level 7, children? Caterpie evolves, that's right. Caterpie is evolving into Metapod. Now what that means is I am one step closer to my rock Pokemon nerfing butterfly Pokemon, known only as Butterfree. Now in this episode I am working towards evolving my Butterfree, evolving my Caterpie into a Metapod, which I've just done, and my Metapod into a Butterfree. I have also caught some awesome Pokemon, and I will show you them now. I've got a Pikachu. While I was leveling up, I found a Pikachu. It appeared while I was trying to grind, so I thought, do you know what? I think YouTube will forgive me if I catch this fella, and that's what I did. I also caught the Caterpie off screen, and I've got Mankey up to level 7, and Squirtle is there as well. Wild battle. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? It's a Metapod. And I'm sending out Metapod. This is set for possibly one of the slowest Pokemon battles we have ever seen in the universe. A Metapod versus a Metapod, except one of them, mine, has the move Tackle. This is a good thing. So I will continuously tackle a Pokemon that will not hit back. That is a fantastic thing, that is, I tell you. I will say that this is another video in post-commentary, and I ran out of tackles on Metapod. That's a problem, I tell you. But I'm doing this one in post-commentary because for some reason every time I record commentary live when I'm playing the game, it does end up a bit wobbly. So I think I'll do it this way in future, simply because I can get more excited. So let's send out Pikachu. Pikachu use Thunder Shock. Very slow element point of the game. This is the grinding of your levels up until when you fight Brock. I will attempt to get more exciting things in future episodes, but I ran this episode close to 30 minutes to try and get through the majority of this in one episode rather than giving you 2 episodes in the forest. So you've got a nice long one coming here right now. I won't give you any spoilers as to what happens at the end because you'll be there soon. But I'm really enjoying playing Pokemon. I mean, the reason I did this Let's Play series is, well, I was pushed by my pal Wayne, who my rival in this is named after, in a sort of friendly rivalry rather than a enemy kind of way. He pushed me into recording some video gameplay, and it is quite addictive. I mean, I found when I started doing vlogs that it was quite addictive, but I think this might be even more so. And hopefully I'll continue doing this. I have got a copy of Pokemon Ruby that I might do after this, but for the time being, I'm going to try and finish Fire Red. My aim and intention is to get a episode out every day of the next week. I might record, I'm thinking of batch recording them today when I'm recording this. This one's going out on Monday, Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and I'm hoping to do a couple of batch recordings, get quite a few of them bundled together and done, so that you guys can have an episode every day. Just so you can try out what's going on and see whether you're liking this or not. I'm heading back to the Pokemon Center at this point to heal up, and head off for the unnecessary rival battle you can get on the route on the way to the Pokemon League. You can battle your rival with a bird Pokemon at level 9 and his starter at level 8, and we are going to do that shortly because battling trainers Pokemon is obviously a better method of getting levels and experience for your Pokemon than battling wild Pokemon, because they tend to be at higher levels. So that's the intention with going for this battle. And it's unnecessary, you could just continue straight through the forest, but I felt that it was something that I couldn't really miss out on, the free experience, especially given that he has a bird Pokemon and I have a Pikachu, and he has a grass type, which, whilst he's strong against my water type, I've got 2 or 3 grass types of my own. So I think that it's a necessary battle at this stage, because my aim and intention is to evolve Metapod into Butterfree by the end of this episode, so that in the next episode I can finish the forest and I can go straight for the Pewter City Gym. And with a level 10 Butterfree, that is something you can do. Whilst he has Geodude at either 10 or 12 and an Onix at 14, Butterfree at level 10 learns Confusion, a Psychic type move which is super effective and should be able to knock both of those guys out. Pikachu will be majoritively nerfed in that battle, but Pikachu will pay dividends when we get to Cerulean City and we take on the Water Gym Leader Misty, who has a team of all water Pokemon, and if I have an electric Pokemon, which I have, which will be Pikachu, should be able to knock it out. Now, Wayne here has sent out a Pidgey. It might be at level 9 and Pikachu's at level 7, so you think, well, he's got an advantage, but one hit kill from an electric type on a bird Pokemon, even if it's at a higher level, usually is a knockout. So one hit kill there for Pikachu and a huge chunk of experience. As I said, this is an unnecessary rival battle, but doing it does mean that you can get all those experience, and Pikachu got a full level out of that, so I see that as quite a necessary battle. Now he's going to send out his Bulbasaur. Pikachu isn't particularly strong against it, but it's not weak either, so Pikachu can just sort of keep hitting it. Pikachu can take his tackles, even though he is at this stage a level higher than my electric mouse. Bulbasaur will take limited damage and won't do too much damage against Pikachu because he hasn't got a grass type move. He's just simply using physical tackle attacks, and they don't particularly have any type things. So I'll let Pikachu and Bulbasaur hit each other for a little while before Pikachu gets too weak, and then I'll switch, I think. In fact, no, I let him knock Pikachu out, didn't I? That's right. Growl. So I Pikachu used Growl here to lower his defense because I was switching into something else, and I wanted him to have a slightly lowered level of defense to allow my other Pokemon to knock him out pretty quickly. Obviously in this one I did do a lot of switching between Pikachu and Metapod, because my goal at the end of this episode was to evolve Metapod, which means he was in every battle, because I really wanted my rock type nerfing Butterfly Psychic, Grass Psychic, and that's what I made sure to get. Metapod is hitting Bulbasaur with some pretty powerful shots, and he did get quite wrecked. He did almost get wrecked himself. Bulbasaur was obviously paralysed from attacking Pikachu, who has static ability, and Metapod got the win. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough. I mean, I'm really enjoying making it, and I'll continue to do it. Rival Wayne lost for the second time. That's 2 wins to me, and he gave me 140 Pokédollars. Off you go, son. Wild Pokemon. A wild Mankey. I mean, that was my goal. My goal of it. I like to set myself a little goal in the episode to allow me to reach that goal by the end of the episode, and it also means that you guys can keep track on what I'm trying to do in each episode. So I will set myself a little goal at the start of each episode and will look to complete it by the end of the episode. I hope the length of this episode isn't too painful on you, but this is something I wanted to try. I wanted to try this length of episode. The last episode was about 23-24 minutes, and I wanted to try a slightly longer one. Maybe half-hour episodes are a bit too long, I'm not sure at this point. But I'll bounce the episodes around in different lengths and see what episode length is the best. Because if I'm doing these with post commentary, an episode takes twice as long to record as it does to run. So that's something I've got to pay attention to. This post commentary is brought to you by filtered water that I've filtered myself with my filter in my fridge. I was drinking coffee during the actual gameplay, but I've switched to water now, and keeping me hydrated, especially given the fact that talking a lot like this does do a number on your mouth. Dry lips and stuff. And I've got a strange split in my lower lip. It's really bothering me because it keeps opening up when I talk. Here we're going into Viridian Forest, and we're going to make the big push here in the Viridian Forest to try and get both Metapod evolved and towards the tail end of the forest, fighting wild Pokemon and trainers along the way. Hope you guys are still with me on this. You can follow me on Twitter if you want at the end of the episode. I'll put my details in the description below. I welcome you guys to get in touch with me during the week and let me know what you think, whether you're liking these episodes and all sorts of stuff like that. Hopefully you guys, if you are new to the channel, you follow some of my friends who are in the featured column. Wayne is amazing, he's up at the top, and below Wayne in that list is Craig, who is one of my best friends that I've had for some years now, and he is my teammate in podcasts, which should be returning at some point soon. The Random Leftovers podcast, that is on iTunes right now, so please look it up and give us a listen. We only did one episode. This episode is also brought to you by the people who make my life tick. This episode is brought to you by people who are my friends in real life and in internet land, and the likes and podcast episodes that I can be found on. So please just give this episode a like. If you can, while you're there, drop a comment. Let me know whether you have enjoyed these gameplays. I certainly have enjoyed recording them, and I hope that you guys stay with me all the way through. I know I've done a really long episode here, but this is what I felt was the right length. I ran the episode all the way up until I completed my goal, and that's something I want to do in these episodes. I'll set myself a sufficient goal that I can do within a half hour, and that's what I'll try and do in each episode. The goal, as I'll remind you again, is to evolve Metapod in this level to get me a Butterfree with the correct moveset. And I'm certainly well on the way to doing so. Because he's just evolved to level 9. Because he's just leveled up to level 9. That was really irritating that this Weedle poisoned me, but something strange happened in this one, and I'll let you guys see it happen. As you can see, Metapod here is poisoned. Now, I switch him out in a minute before he dies. And, oh yeah, I forgot about Metapod shed skin. That was a silly move of me. I genuinely forgot that Metapod had that ability. That solves my problem, because in the first set of commentary that I recorded when I was playing the game live, I suddenly noticed that Metapod was no longer poisoned. I am missing quite a bit when I do the commentary live, so maybe post-commentary is a way for me to actually not look like an idiot in more episodes. So I sent out Mankey here. Metapod was quite weak in health, and I wanted somebody else to do the work, rather than Pikachu to let somebody else get some of the levels. Mankey, who I will evolve into Primeape eventually. And teach him some fighting type moves. I do like to have a fighting type Pokemon in my team. Always have like the design of the fighting types, and Mankey will likely be that Pokemon that I use for this playthrough. My powerful physical attacker. Now he's sent out a Kakuna here. Now this is something I don't like about the pod Pokemon, the fact that it takes so long to kill them with physical attacks. Unless you've got fire, hitting them with the majority of moves doesn't do anything, because they just get harder and harder and harder, and they take a very long time to hit. That's something that I find a bit difficult with them, especially when they just sort of let them just get harden and harden and harden and harden. I kind of wish for that the pod Pokemon had another move. Give them tackle or something. I mean, can we not just assume that they evolved from standard, that they evolved from their lower level of Pokemon and kept that move, rather than they got rid of it when they learned Harden? I know it's hard to believe a Cocoon using a physical attack and they're not supposed to be able to move and all, but it would save for long tedious battles like this one, where my Mankey is barely doing any damage to the Kakuna in battle. You guys can comment below if you agree or disagree with that comment, but I don't know what your guys' opinions are, but I'm really enjoying this playthrough, and I hope you guys do too. So Mankey, I'm going to go back to commentary mode now. Kakuna can no longer get any harder in this battle, so Mankey uses Scratch. Kakuna is faster than Mankey due to the string shot earlier. Kakuna's defense will not go any higher. Mankey uses Scratch again, and he knocks the Kakuna out. The Kakuna has fallen. Mankey has leveled up to level 8. We are well on our way now here to the goal of evolving Metapod. He is a few experience away, and potentially one more battle will do it. That is how it looks from here. I think Metapod might be evolving anytime soon. So let's see what happens here. So Metapod goes out against the Caterpie. Now Metapod is quite low on health at this point, so I wanted to avoid Metapod taking too much damage, so I started using the switch method. That being putting him in, letting him get one or two hits off, and then pulling him out of the battle. To let one of the other Pokemon take the punishment in the battle. I tend to find that method works better than any other method, and it also means that they can continue gaining experience whilst being too low on health to actually participate in the battle in full. So I switch Metapod out here for Pikachu, who puts down that Caterpie post haste. I'll switch Metapod in at the start of this battle to continue the switching method. It's the equivalent of using the EXP share, but doing it with switches. Again, that Caterpie could potentially finish Metapod, so I kept Metapod in the battle only for a short period. I let him use one tackle and decimate some of the Caterpie's HP. And I pulled him out of the battle again. Because as I said, my goal in this episode is to evolve Metapod into Butterfree and get him to learn Confusion so that he can nerf Brock's Rock-type Pokemon with relative ease in the next episode. And Caterpie has fallen. Metapod will get a boost of the experience, as you can expect, and Pikachu gets some of it too. Defeated Bugcatcher Anthony. And we continue on our tour of Viridian Forest here on Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red Episode 2. Attacked here by a Wild Weedle. Again, Metapod starts the battle because of the switch method that we are using. He hits one tackle on the Weedle. My hope was that maybe he could floor it with one hit, but that wasn't the case. Weedle used String Shot and I pulled Metapod straight out. At least I think I did. Nope, I went with one more tackle because Weedle seems to use String Shot quite a bit in this. So Metapod hit him with another tackle, but now it's just under half health. Now Metapod was poisoned again. No, he wasn't. Metapod avoided being poisoned and is down to 2 HP, but he knocked the Weedle out. Which of course gets him ever closer to the magic level of 10. I misassessed the measurement, the shape there of the Viridian Forest. I thought it was an item down there, but it's actually down the next path. And another Bugcatcher battle right now. And this is the last battle in this episode. So let's do some commentary. Bugcatcher Charlie! Bugcatcher Charlie sends out a Metapod. So I send out my Metapod, and we've got another one of those Metapod versus Metapod epic brawls going on here. Metapod used Tackle, Metapod used Harden, Metapod used Tackle, Metapod used Harden, Metapod used Tackle, and Metapod used Harden. Even though Metapod is at 2 HP, he can sit happily there at that level of HP, knowing that his opponent will not touch him. And you guys are in for one of those long pod versus pod battles where very limited damage is done because of how hard the opponent is. I don't mean hard as in the kid who used to take your dinner money at school. I mean hard as in hard as diamond. So I've also got a copy of the Medabot Mercutio version game, and I was thinking of doing a playthrough of that if you guys are interested at the end of the Pokemon one, or whether you'd like to see me do Ruby. I've also got Ruby, so if there's another Pokemon game you want me to try and do a playthrough of that I can do on an emulator, please let me know. I haven't got an emulator for DS, I don't really know how that works, so ideally a game that I could emulate on Visual Boy Advance would be the best option. I picked Fire Red because it was I didn't want to do the red version because I didn't like the graphics of the original version, so I did this version instead. And as you have just seen, Metapod has just leveled up to the magic level 10. Now obviously the evolution awaits for the end of the battle, but that's why Pikachu is here, to mop up the rest of the battle, because we don't want Metapod fainting, and we don't want to lose that evolution. So Pikachu will finish off this battle, and then we've got the big evolution scene, the cracking of the Metapod, and the emergence of the great Butterfree from within. Now obviously he sent out another Metapod, so Pikachu is stuck, but because he's using electric attacks, he's taking that Metapod down in fast time. Pikachu used one more Thunder Shock, will do it, and that knocks out his last Pokemon. Pikachu gained some experience too. Pikachu's at now level 9. So Pikachu is my second strongest Pokemon. And here we go. The moment we've been waiting for all episode. The evolution of Metapod. What? Metapod is evolving? Boom! Butterfree is here, baby! Congratulations, your Metapod evolved into Butterfree. Butterfree learned Confusion. That will nerf rock types. And thank you guys for being here. This is episode 2 of Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play. My name is Tom, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.